I'ma need my money back, whatever y'all want to do.
Anybody have an extra room? Anybody have an extra house?
My husband almost got kidnapped in Plantation, Florida. This is not normal wear and tear. This is a filthy ass Airbnb.
Why am I paying a cleaning fee?
The prices right now are insane.
You're 20? Yeah. You're underage. Everybody else.
The family that booked my rental, my Airbnb at the beach, they're not a family.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Sandy. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of The World is Ghetto. Yes, y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing today. Now imagine booking your dream stay and you look at the pictures, they're looking cute, you see the 5-star reviews, everything just looks great until you actually get there, and then suddenly you're hit with rules on top of rules. You have the host watching your every move like it's a reality TV show. You just see cameras where they're not supposed to be, and then it's just like you're walking on eggshells, like you can't even breathe, because guess what? And sometimes these people get to the point where they just end up kicking you out for no apparent reason, and even sometimes it could be a reason, but it could be like a petty reason. So today we'll be going through like the most unhinged hosts ever, petty, nitpicky, whatever you want to call them. We're going to be taking a look at these situations and look at what is going on in these Airbnbs, to the point where a lot of people in this day and time are actually preferring to go back to hotels because it's less headaches compared to Airbnb. And y'all know it was a point where a lot of people started preferring the Airbnbs from the hotels, but now people are moving more towards the hotels than the Airbnbs. And now the Airbnb hosts are here complaining about, oh, we're not getting no nothing, we're not getting no business, but they're not really seeing that they're the ones who are scaring these people away. They're making everything just go crazy with even with the amount of money they charge. You know, it's just a lot going on. So I hope you guys are ready for this one. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Sandy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video up as well, my day ones. Y'all know what we do. We'll link down in the comment section. We talk about this topic, honey. Y'all let me know what you think about it. We give our opinions, you know how we do. So with that being said, I hope you guys are ready for this one. Make sure you get you a snack, get comfortable, because yeah, it's about to be one of those videos, honey. Okay, make sure you got your headphones on also, baby. You don't want them to hear this conversation, child. Okay, with that being said, let's get wet. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so this Airbnb host called the police on us this weekend and told a bunch of lies, stated that it was 20 people, we were having a party. The Raleigh Police Department shows up with about 15 police officers. We were not having a party, we were having a game night, no music. So yeah, she just lied, 20 people, and she said it was a party because we had food and balloons, because she was looking at it on the camera.
It's no parties, ma'am. It's just a game night, just playing some games on the tablet. But it's okay. I mean, I can show you the camera. It's no problem. It's fine. I just know not to rent from you again. This is okay. I'll make my comments and all that kind of stuff.
That's fine. Unfortunately, we're not allowed parties. That's the rules of the house.
It's not a party. You didn't hear no music when you came up, did you? So we're not partying. There's no. We just fam, you know, game night on TikTok. The games. That's all we doing. Literally. It wasn't a party. So you're saying everybody, or
everybody has to leave the property.
Even me that rented it? You gonna get your money back? So do I get a refund? Calm down.
Unfortunately, no, because we break the rules.
Yeah. I'm not having a party though, so how about breaking the rules?
You have balloons, you have food.
Balloons don't, they're just saying that I'm 53. It's
So can I ask you a question? So what's the Airbnb for?
Why did you ask?
Stay when you come in. You can.
But I see in the comments what people say that, you know, it's
supposed to be more people than.
Did y'all hear how rude she was? Oh my God, I was teaching my.
It's okay, y'all. Come on. It's just, because it's gonna make it more problem. But I didn't understand why we needed so many police officers just to come deliver a message, though.
Because we're black.
You know, she mouthed. We were talking about the mouth. I'm Hispanic too, so
It's not. You can even count. You can even count. It's not even 20 people in here. It ain't even 10. It's right at 10, probably. It's okay. We leaving. It's no problem.
He's trying to talk.
I'm trying to talk. I understand that.
You're not. Do y'all forget that we pay money at the end of the day?
We ain't
That's
slaves,
what I'm
bro.
saying. Y'all making it seem
We're
like
not
you
slaves,
just told us that we need something to
I'm not
fucking stay. No, we pay fucking money. You're not just letting us stay. It's not that.
Remember what I said.
No, I don't want the way y'all talking to us at all. Y'all talking about we fucking kids. That shit corny.
Y'all talking to us like businessmen. Y'all talking to us like
Exactly. Like what shit is corny?
To not let you stay the night.
So we have a right to be here as well, though, bro.
No,
we put our hard work and money into this place to stay here.
Once you get your money back, which is on, how did you book a credit card?
Yeah, you put the credit card.
So that's why we can't do cash, because Airbnb holds funds. And you book through a credit card. So you gotta get your money back.
Debit card, Apple Pay. Debit card, Apple Pay.
So there's no way any cash involvement here.
Right, that's fine.
Right. So what he's saying is, you guys gotta leave in the morning, and that's
Okay, I have a question. The main, how did all of this start?
Yes.
Why was we denied after we paid?
We would never book with y'all.
We spoke to Rachel. Rachel said everything was fine.
not going to be.
No, we're not keeping it short. We want to know why. We want to know why.
Grandmother is picking us up.
We don't have nowhere to go.
We literally came
The
from
host
Jersey.
doesn't have to explain their reasoning.
Right, they don't have to explain everything to her.
But listen, we came from North Jersey. Our grandma is not going to be able to pick us up until Saturday. How are we going to get home?
I get it.
Right.
We have to follow rules. We have no control over the
Okay.
funds. We don't hold funds.
Right.
You know, Airbnb holds all the funds.
Right.
They're the booking platform.
Right, okay,
Remember
but
that.
I have to tell you something. I don't feel comfortable paying for tonight when you was here the whole night. I'm not paying for that.
I can't get involved in that. That's
right, but you can't get
to stay. That's not even.
That's what I'm saying. That's not fair.
We didn't even enjoy the stay.
Okay.
We just want to stay on.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, talk. What you saying?
Let me ask this question.
Okay.
If you don't receive checking instructions yet, what makes you think it's okay to just enter on your own?
Let me speak. What makes you think it's okay for somebody to spend $500 something for a play? Hold on. I'll let you ask your question. Hold on, brother. All right, there's no point in talking to me, bro. You're not gonna talk to me and tell me what you need to hear if I can't speak.
The owner is speaking.
But he's trying to talk.
I'm trying to talk. I understand that.
You're not.
Do y'all forget that we pay money at the end of the day?
We ain't
That's
slaves,
what I'm
bro.
saying. Y'all making it seem like you just told us you gotta leave. You're not welcome here.
If this is a real establishment, bro, y'all want to
Leave. Can you please leave? Thank you. Thank you.
Let's forget about it. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna deal with it the way how.
We're just asking you to
We're gonna deal with it according to the
Can you just leave? We're asking you to leave so we can enjoy our stay. We can't even enjoy our stay. Can you just leave?
We're gonna do that. We're gonna deal with it according to the policy.
Mind y'all, look how this guy, he came in here, unlocked the doors just like this with his hands in his pocket.
Got everything on video.
Can I get the owner back on the line?
We got everything on video.
All right, so this quiet.
Let him get to the owners. Let him talk to them.
All right, just let him call owners. Go ahead. Can you take your?
I'm not.
I can't put the owner back on the show.
We have a right.
They're leaving. They're waiting for their ride.
They've been waiting for their ride
Because they're trying to figure out where they're trying.
5 hours.
They're trying to figure out where to go.
Let them talk to
You said you have 2 now?
What? No. I said they're trying to figure out where to go.
I'm begging, I'm pleading with you all to please escort them away from the neighborhood. This has been going on for too long.
Away from neighborhood, hold up. She thinks she got
been out here multiple times. They are not a threat to anyone that we have seen. They are not on your property. They are simply just trying to figure out how they're going to afford another hotel. That's all they're trying to figure out. So as of now, there is nothing.
Are they able to figure it out somewhere else? They don't.
It's about to start. It's about to start raining, and they're not gonna. They have a newborn with them. They're not gonna walk in the rain with a newborn.
But she doesn't care.
So at least right now, there's an awning that they have that they're gonna stand under, and they're not on your property. So they're gonna do that until they're able to figure out what they can do.
Both of the properties belong. I manage the other property on the other side, and this property is my personal property. So I do not have.
I did too. I said they in cahoots.
Oh, girl, she just said that she had. I can't remember last night. She was saying she had no control over it. She said, unfortunately, yeah, I can't stop and I can do it.
Already caused such
That's exactly
what we've got multiple calls, and every time that we came out here, there's nothing that's ever been wrong. Nothing that we observed.
Yeah, it's going on.
But last night she told us this wasn't her problem. She can't do absolutely nothing about it.
Do me a favor. Just try not to hang out in front of her.
Yeah, we just gonna stay right here.
Do what you guys can do.
All bad, like I mean, all bad.
Yeah, probably. And I ain't gonna. And the name matters over this because the last two were two white girls from like Florida.
Oh wow!
And they locked me out. We'll let them get in and get their stuff. They changed the code while they were standing outside. And I was like, kick the door.
Yeah, because
I can't do it. I can't do it. Right? Yeah,
scheming and stuff going on with them. That's why
they're scheming.
That's what we was thinking. It's three of them in on it. It's three of them.
I think he owns both.
Yeah, no.
That's what I was thinking. But he's talking about some. He on all.
So, just for future reference, whenever you book Airbnbs, always check the reviews. Make sure you get a code before you get over here.
We should have known something was up though. The way they kept stalling
We
it.
were going about it because we're on the way over here. She wasn't contacting us.
She stopped answering the phone.
Trust your gut. Can I just ask why you picked the spot?
Because it was honestly the only spot. It was last minute.
Since my Airbnb host is lying about having roaches in her house, I figure I come on TikTok and I'll show y'all the roaches because Airbnb used fucking wrong for this. Now, let me say I have receipts for everything out for the summer. Y'all, the first night we were like, oh, this place is so nice. The next morning we woke up filthy. Literally the couches were staying. It was bugs everywhere. And let me take y'all back. The first night my aunt came and saw that the Airbnb was not clean when she checked in. She went to Walmart to buy cleaning supplies, and I guess she reported it to Airbnb. So Airbnb reached out to the host and was like, hey, you got a guest and they saying this house not clean. The lady locked us out of the Airbnb because we told Airbnb the house wasn't clean. And I know what y'all thinking. Why didn't we leave? Guys, we opened the cabinets like the second night there. That's when we seen the buzz, and that's when we reported them to Airbnb. Would y'all believe this lady called us everything but a child of God? Like, I can't believe she called us liars, called us simple-minded. But as y'all can see in this video, it's roaches everywhere. I need y'all to tag Airbnb in the comments because we are still fighting this case, and y'all can clearly see this is not normal wear and tear. This is a filthy ass Airbnb, and they need to do something about this. Like I said, we got there the first day. We got there late. My aunt said it was dirty. By the time we got there, they was coming back from Walmart. I was going upstairs to shower and go to sleep. My aunt, she don't like germs, and sometimes she a little dramatic. So I was like, I didn't think nothing. I didn't think it was that bad. The next day, we fed the kids cereal in the morning, and we was going to the park with the little kids. And they ran us down. We came back. I think they got in the pool. I don't know. I got to eat my blueberries. I think they got in the pool. I'm upstairs. I showered. Cool, I come downstairs. We're cooking now. We're cooking. Food is being cooked. My little sister that packed for the Airbnb, she bought everything. So we didn't really have to use like they spoons. We had to use most of their stuff. So my other little sister came and she just being nosy like, you know, it's the Airbnb. Let me see what y'all got. Opening the cabinets, open them. That's when she opened that cabinet. That's when they scattered. And I was like, what? I didn't believe her at first. And she said, Nitra, get your phone. Because when I opened the cabinet, they about to go, buck, wow. And that's what they did. The lady was already mad because my aunt had already told Airbnb that the house was dirty. So the lady sent a maid to the house the next morning. She came over, but we was like, we cleaned everything already, so we don't really need you. So then the next day when my aunt, when we found out about the bugs, and my aunt reported her, oh, she was pissed. Baby, she was like, y'all simple-minded. What else did she say? Y'all simple-minded. She was like, y'all, whatever that means in English. We was like, whoa, calm down. Like, we just want you to clean your house. We just, like, how can you have somebody in this Airbnb? How can you have somebody in this Airbnb and it's filthy like this? Like, that's crazy. And I ain't gonna act like I never seen roaches, but if I'm on vacation and I want to relax, I don't want to have to look over my shoulder. Y'all, we were in bed that night that we discovered the roaches. Like, we were in bed just skin crawling, didn't even want to lay under the sheets. Y'all go ask why we didn't leave. Let me tell y'all, it was like so many different families there, people who have to save months just to come on a trip, just to be able to come to Orlando. How are we supposed to tell them that, y'all, we got to pick up everybody and everybody got to leave? They got to figure out other ways to sleep. How are we supposed to tell them that? Like, so yeah, we stayed that final night. That's it. And that's all. And then Airbnb, my aunt reported about the roaches and the lady was mad, but what's really tea is what I can't share. But yeah.
Okay, so we call the cops now?
Everything is still in there. Smells like weed. I'm doing a walkthrough. These guests were supposed to check out at 10 a.m. It's 11 o'clock. They've left everything. I've already cleaned up some things given permission to by Airbnb. This is what they left. There's marijuana in the house. We found drug paraphernalia in the home. This is the other bedroom.
Is this ours?
No, none of that stuff is ours.
I'm throwing everything in the suitcase.
This is the closet. Trying to grab towels and stuff to get washed. We have guests checking in at 4 p.m. Here's the marijuana we just found in their room. It smells horrible in here. It absolutely smells like a freaking dead skunk.
Okay, so we call the cops now?
I don't know. We have a strict no drugs policy in our Airbnb listing. So good job listening there. We've got to hurry up and get this house put back together. All the windows are open. This is the fridge. They left it fully stocked. Already removed all of that. I had to clean out the sink and dishes, got the dishes going. This is this bathroom with all of their stuff left in it. And yeah, so this is great first beginner experience. I told my husband, like, I have such a bad feeling about this. We had Airbnb guests that did not check out when they were supposed to, and they also left behind drugs. This is going to be a long one, and I'm going to film it in several different parts. Make sure you go and check out all the other videos. Let's go back to the booking. We just launched our Airbnb. Prior to this stay, we'd only had one other guest staying for one night. We had a last minute booking for 6 nights for $500.52. The guy booking has 42 5-star reviews. I'm thinking this is literally perfect way to break us in. Send him a message telling him that we're so thankful that he booked with us. We'd like to leave snacks and drinks for our guests. Could he please let us know if he has any special requests? No response, which is totally fine. Next day, which is the morning of the check-in for these 2 guests, send over a message letting them know the check-in instructions. No response. I don't need for them to communicate with me, so I'm fine with that. 8 p.m. comes, I get a ring notification. It's 2 guys checking in. Everything looks fine. Don't hear anything from them until the 3rd night. So we get a message on Thursday morning. Our brand new beds that has only been slept in a total of 3 times broke during the middle of the night. Real kicker is that 2 guys that are staying there are his employees. The guy that booked is not even staying in our home, like for us to come over and look at it and see what we can do about it. Husband and I run over there really quick. First thing we notice is the house is an absolute disaster. Literally food in the bed, trash all over the floor, trash all over the nightstands, trash under the nightstands, trash under the dresser. And we go in and he's taken the bed and like taken all of the pieces, and it was like he just like snapped all of the pieces across his legs. This bed is literally in like 500 pieces now. We accepted full responsibility for the bed breaking. We went ahead and, you know, we put the new bed in, sent him the picture of the new bed, everything's fixed. Next day we get a message saying, is this house available for next week? And we said no, like it's already booked for the next month. Friday evening around 6, I sent him a text message, checkouts at 10 a.m. Double check and make sure that you don't leave any of your belongings behind. No response. Fine, like that's par for the course. At around 10 p.m. that night, I get a ring notification. These 2 guys walking in with like 20 grocery bags. Really strange. Like if you're checking out in the morning, like why would you be filling up the refrigerator? Just trying to like stay positive. I'm starting to freak out at this point. The next morning, I get another ring notification and I look at it and I'm thinking like, okay, they're probably packing up, getting ready to go. It's like 8 o'clock. No, they just leave.
There's no evidence of packing up anything. I'm starting to freak out at this point because I know that we're going over there and that this is just going to be a huge mess. Pull into the house right at 10 o'clock. This is where I go in, open the door, and see that everything is still in the house. When I open the door, the smell of weed that hit me in the face. I could have got high from just the smell of this stuff. Like, it was the most potent weed I've ever smelled in my entire life. We have all of our children with us. They were supposed to come and help clean because we pay our children for helping clean. This is our family business. We can't let our kids go inside, so I have to call family and have them come pick our children up. Husband's inside on the phone with Airbnb trying to figure out what we're supposed to do. Are we allowed to move anything? We have guests checking in. I was expecting just to come in and like clean and wash laundry. While my husband's in there on the phone with Airbnb, he finds this. Obviously, we already knew about the smell, but when we found this, we knew that they were definitely smoking in our home. No smoking policy. We live in a state where marijuana is illegal to possess. That's why we have rules in our Airbnb listings stating that no smoking is allowed and no drugs are allowed. We get permission from Airbnb to start moving things. We've already sent the guy who booked with us, who's not staying with us, we've already sent him like 3 or 4 messages letting him know, hey, today was checkout. Your guys didn't check out. We found this and sent him a picture of the is that a blunt? I don't even know what it is. Like, I don't smoke weed, so I don't know. But whatever those things are, where are your guys at? They need to come get their things. 30 minutes later, the man messages us and is just like, they're on their way to get their stuff. Not sorry, whatever. Like, I don't even know. Like, obviously, I feel like that there should be an apology or something. I'm rushing to get my children off of this property. We do not want them here when these guys show up because I have no clue, no idea what's going on. We just know that they didn't get their things out of the home. Like, we knew that they wanted to book the house for another week, so we just didn't know if they were just like, hey, we're not leaving. We're just gonna stay here. Like, we're not checking out. No idea if they're trying to squat. Family member thankfully comes to pick up our children. Our main concern was making sure that our children were safe. Now my husband and I deal with these guys and try to get this house back in order. So the guys show up and one of the guys is like really combative and the other guy is just like absolutely mortified and like his face is pale white. You can tell that he knows that he's in trouble, like apologizing over and over again. And the other guy is just like screaming at us and yelling at us and telling us that like this is normal, like it's 2026, everybody smokes weed. My husband is like trying to calm me down because I'm ready to go. Like, the mama bear came out in me and I'm like, dude, you're in our home. This is not how you treat a home. Probably said some things that I shouldn't have. I just was so mad that this was one of our first experiences and that our children had to deal with this. I'm like, I know that you're here on work and I know who you work for and I'm pretty sure that they drug test. Like, do you guys not have to pass drug tests? Yeah, we have to pass drug tests, blah, blah, blah. And my husband was just like, I'm sorry guys, like I sent all of the evidence to your boss. Like, he knows exactly what's going on. We probably argue with them for a solid 15 to 20 minutes while they're in and out of the house, like packing their thing, getting their stuff. The one guy's just like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Eventually we found out that what happened was that their boss texted them and told them that they had the house through tomorrow. They thought that they had the house all day the next day and that they were going to be checking out on Sunday morning and not Saturday morning. The nice guy explained that they would have been out of the home. That was just a miscommunication. He was explaining that they do this all of the time and they've always gotten 5-star reviews. And I'm just like, well, like, are you smoking weed in every single house that you go to? If you're coming here to West Virginia often, like, that's illegal. Recreational use of marijuana is not legalized here yet. Like, the unfortunate thing is that their actions are going to have major consequences. I know that their day probably got a lot worse than ours did. Not only did they get kicked out and not have a place to stay, now they have to deal with their boss, the possibility of losing their jobs. I don't know. I feel so bad.
It's been a crazy morning for me. I woke up to this email. Basically woke up to a message from my Airbnb host for Coachella weekend that our spot is getting canceled. Like any normal person, I started to freak out, called my friend Yessie, who I'm going to Coachella with, and I was like, girl, go look at the host message. And basically she just sent a message like, so sorry, canceling the Airbnb. And I was like, oh, freaking out, called Airbnb support, and I was like, I'm not sure what's going on because on my end I still see that it's active. Airbnb was on the same page. They were like, well, on our end nothing is canceled, so I'm not sure what she means by that message. I remained very calm, but then I was really just like, you know when you're so upset that you just like go mute? That was me, because I'm like, how is this Airbnb host literally canceling 5 days before the show? Coachella weekend 1 is the next Friday, like this coming Friday, and today's Sunday. So like any normal person, I started to freak out. So they started like around 9 a.m. Around 11:30, the host officially canceled our place. So we were like, okay, mind you, we booked this place back in September. So she had 7 months to let us know that it wasn't going to work out, or, you know, to communicate. And so then I sent her a message and I was like, this is just very disappointing. I'm literally in shock. Like, what is going on? And she was like, I'm so sorry. Palm Desert, the city of Palm Desert, sent out a letter saying that we're not able to book Airbnbs for that weekend. And then she tried to like make me feel better by saying like, don't worry, like other Coachella reservations were canceled too. Girl, I'm talking about our reservation, because now me and my friend are like looking for Airbnbs and everything is between $5,000 to like $10,000. I'm not gonna pay that. So now, no Airbnb, Coachella's on Friday, and I don't know what to do. Like, I'm not gonna pay $5,000 to stay at somebody else's Airbnb. Like, that is insane. And then we're looking at all the hotels around. Hotels are like fully booked. So my question to you guys, has this happened to anyone else? Did you guys receive an Airbnb message from your host saying that Palm Desert, like the city of Palm Desert, is not letting them like host you? Because how is this happening 5 days before the festival? Me and my friend are just trying to see Justin Bieber. Like, anybody have an extra room? Anybody have an extra house? Like, this is insane. I'm so disappointed. I've already like cried it out, so I have like no more tears left to cry. I'm just in shock. Airbnb should not like be able to allow their host for such a big event like this to like cancel 5 days before the festival, especially because I booked it September of 2025. Like, you had all this time to communicate. I just have no words. And Airbnb, they did the best that they could, but you know what they hit me with? Here's $100 to rebook. $100? Honey, are you looking at the value of Coachella Valley? I'm not gonna get anything with $100. I can't even get a full tank of gas for $100. I'm so disappointed at Airbnb. I'm so disappointed at our host, Barbara. Coachella's on Friday. No Airbnb. We have everything else. I have no words. I have no words.
Coachella Airbnb owners are canceling pre-booked rentals to charge more to last-minute groups. This has happened to several of my friends who have booked places for thousands of dollars. This one, for example, $7,500, 3 months in advance for 4 nights. The owner canceled just last week, which is 2 weeks before the festival, by saying he sold the house. Then he relisted it for 2.5 times the price on Airbnb the next day. Same thing happened to another friend here with miraculously the same excuse for a completely different Airbnb that was again relisted after being canceled. Okay, Airbnb, let's go over their new options. Oh, here we go. Their options are a camp in someone's backyard for $2,000, no tent included, of course. Oh, wait, here you go. We can get a smaller house, 2 bedrooms for $22,000 for 3 days. $22,000 for 3 days for a 2-bedroom. What the fuck? Oh, here's an option. 9 bedrooms. This is a good size. Oh, wait. $132,000 for the weekend for 3 days. You can buy a place in some states for that. Airbnb, this is wildly against your policy and you need to do better.
I'm gonna need my money back, whatever y'all want to do. We came down here all the way from Texas. We ain't got nowhere else to go, sir.
Yeah, I understand the circumstances, sir. And yep, for this one, we will be able to provide you with the full refund for the reservation and help you in looking for other places to stay.
Alright, yeah, we can look for some other place. I need another place right now today. And the money.
Yeah, so right now I'll go.
I don't believe that you go to an Airbnb and then all of it's mystery tourists, there's missing persons cases, and then other sketchy stuff that doesn't show up now. This is like an episode of Get Out. Found out that this door can't lock. Even if you try to lock it, it doesn't lock. See, you can't put it jammed, which is weird. We see the things that were on this room. Gruesome Discovery, Joyce Carol Vincent documentary. Like, that's weird. And then when I click on it, it's like murder stuff, which I'm not gonna like click on it because I don't, some murder stuff. And on both televisions, there's like sketchy things. It's like some serial killer shit. Why are you telling me to stop? I feel like that's me being smart.
But we're okay.
Yeah, and then the door doesn't lock downstairs.
We're fine.
What if you're in on it? I don't know.
I'm sorry, what?
What if you're in on it?
You don't know?
Babe, this is crazy. It's fucking 2 in the morning. What the fuck is going on? It opens in. Oh my god. That's not a good sign. Where's the knife?
You got a heavy fucking water bottle. Like it's literally full of water. This thing's made of metal.
Are we filming a horror movie?
Look at this.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm done.
Is this legal for an Airbnb?
It says BB though. It's chill. There's
There's nothing chill about opening a closet with a giant hole in it and seeing a gun.
Oh yeah, did you see the outside?
Oh my god!
Hey, they just add the BB in Airbnb.
What is going on? Are we filming a horror movie?
Look, I think we just walked into somebody's house. This is. I'm uncomfortable. There's. I don't know. Did the family just leave? Cause the bed. Look at the bed.
No, my heart rate is like.
Did they just leave just now? I can't. This isn't real.
No, yeah.
I don't even know. There's just a.
I'm so freaked out by this shit.
I don't know. There was just this stuff just on the table. The McDonald's is ours, but there was just like somebody just ran out of this hole.
There's a skeleton in this one.
What?
Yes. No.
Oh.
Did you not see this room?
What is happening?
There's no way. This room? Why is there a...
How is this an Airbnb? Why is this door? Oh my...
Are we...
What?
Reality show? What the fuck kind of real life reality show is this?
What?
I told you.
How?
This is brains. They have brains.
Oh my god.
I just want to get in the car. Guys, there's guns and...
I can't.
Emilio, you can have this house all to yourself.
He just left.
Genuinely won't.
They just left everything open? Like what? This doesn't feel right.
Doesn't look like it was fucking cleaned. There's screwdrivers on the table.
I think we're
It looks like we walked into someone's house.
that in the middle of like an escape or something. Like we gotta go.
Look at them. Her heart's beating so fast.
So we're leaving, but apparently everything we said was on camera anyways. Yeah. Guess Big Brother's always watching, and you can watch us fucking leave. Goodbye.
I mean, we need a documentary for this fucking movie.
Oh my god.
Right
And another camera. This isn't awkward at all. Alright, we gotta go. Let's go.
No, something is in
Okay, I don't know,
like, I just opened that door, but it's like dark and I...
Okay, let's go. We have to go.
Guys, I'm literally shaking at work right now, but I just found out that our Coachella Airbnb just canceled 2 days before our stay with a group of 10 people. I literally don't know whether to cry or throw up or both. A crash out is definitely incoming, but I wanted to post this just in case anyone knew what I could do, and if this has happened to anybody else, like I genuinely am in shock. Like I can't not go.
You'd have to pay me $1 million to go to Coachella. My friend just got tickets to Coachella and she's looking for a place to stay. And she's literally been showing me the craziest Airbnbs. Someone put laundry room for you to crash in. And then there was another one of someone that put like a tent over their truck and is like listing it as an Airbnb for $1,000. And the laundry room is like $1,300. And this is why I'm good. I'm perfectly fine with skipping out on all of that because what the fuck?
Besides the cabinet that goes into the bedroom, there's a peephole. So we're out here staying in this nice hop Airbnb. So it's gorgeous when you walk in, right? If we could use the front door, first of all. We're not allowed to. There's a strange alarm system on that front door too, right there. There are strange tunnels, holes, and ways through this home. This one, specifically, has a big open space large enough for a human. Besides the cabinet that goes into the bedroom, wherein, there it is, stick your finger through it. There's a peephole. We have evidence that there used to be locks on the outside of bedroom doors. See? Wow. And did you look at that? These little closets. with their own little locks on them into the basement where the lights don't work. This door leads to God knows where. There used to be a lock on the outside. There's just this little wood block that seems to be turned quite regularly, keeping it closed with an open vent above it. We don't go in there. We're not touching it. What's in there? We're not touching it. Simply. And then there's this man-sized tunnel. Mind you, we are in Portland, Oregon right now, where there's an active serial killer on the loose.
Come on now. They kicked y'all out.
Let me get one more shot. This is this guy's shit. Get the fuck out. Give me one. Who's the one now? Who the fuck is one now?
Who that fuck is one now?
I'm right here. Right here. Right here. You rent this place, right? Yeah. When you rent this place, what was the sale in the place? Whatever y'all call it. How old are you? 20. You're 20? Yeah. You're underage. Everybody out. You're gonna go to jail tonight. Everybody out.
Let me go.
Everybody out.
Ain't nobody go to jail tonight. Sister, I don't know. Sister, I got a bench warrant. Let's go for real. Sister, let's go. I got a bench warrant. Let's go.
And when you think you've seen it all, think again. This is how my guests left my Airbnb. If you've been following me for a while, you know I had some pretty disturbing guests. But this was one of the worst nights of my entire hosting career. This guest broke the rules and had a major party. Not only did they leave excessive trash, property was broken, things were stolen, cops were even being called, and that still did not stop this guest. It took about 5 to 6 cops to stop this party. These guests did not give a fuck. They were arguing back with the police officers. They were demanding to come back into the home. They were fighting inside and outside of the property. Wigs was being pulled, braids out of their scalp. It was so bad, I really couldn't even help but just to laugh. I just couldn't believe that this was my property. And to make matters worse, I had a guest that had to check in the same day. All of my properties have quick flips. They all had new check-in. Laundry needed to be done. Inventory stock up. Basically, out of all days, this was not the day for this. I knew it was going to be bad based off the amount of people, but I had no clue of how it was going to look when my cleaner sent me this video. Not only did they fight in the hallways and in the living room, it somehow made it upstairs to the bedroom, to the point where entire glass was shattered and the heating vent was literally ripped off the hinges. All I have to say is, these people are the reason why Airbnbs are so high. While we have strict rules, while we don't accept just anybody.
So me and my husband almost got kidnapped in Plantation, Florida.
Which was listed as
under white people.
It was listed as Fort Lauderdale on Airbnb.
We had to call the cops to get out.
The cops and the fire department.
Airbnb don't want to give us a refund. They said we had to ask them for the refund. We got to ask the host for the refund, but...
And kept telling me the entire time, I'm telling them that we are trapped inside this room and can't get through no door to get out of this house. They said I'm going to contact the host. And they contacted the host.
Both locks were... Like, who goes to an Airbnb and the locks are on the inside? Like, the locks are opposite. Like, you can lock somebody inside on the outside.
Like, you will go through the house, get to the door is already open. So that's what they said, the door's gonna be open. And they told us it's a latch lock from the inside, you lock from the inside. Okay. Get there, the door already open, okay. Close the door, latch lock from the inside. Go to the bathroom, try to come back to the door, the bottom lock to the doorknob is locked, but the lock is on the outside. Mm-hmm. It's a key lock. It's not a push where you can put it in and push it.
It's a key lock. A key lock now.
I never touched the outside of that door because the door was already open.
Exactly.
So why would that already be locked? Don't tell me I accidentally locked myself in here. Why would that already be locked from the outside? So when I shut this door, it's locked and I can't get out. Okay, that's fine. It's a door in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Babe, don't worry. Call the people. I'm going to go to the door in the bathroom. Go to the door in the bathroom. The door in the bathroom is locked from the outside. The door in the bathroom leads to the backyard. Why is the lock on the outside? Couldn't anybody just walk to your shit and unlock it and come to the bathroom? That makes no sense. Why the lock from the outside?
Exactly.
It's a turn lock on the inside door too. You can turn it and lock it, but when I unlocked it, I turned the doorknob and I can't get out the doorknob because the doorknob is locked from the outside.
Exactly. And they gonna ask us, do we got a butter knife or a key to get out? Bitch, what are you talking? We came here to use the bathroom to see what the fuck the Airbnb look like. What are you talking about?
So maybe, can y'all find y'all find in there like a butter knife or a key? Send us a video of the door so we can see what y'all looking at. Do y'all even live in this house? What do you mean?
We are in the room.
We are in the room.
We're in a shared Airbnb. So we're in the room.
We're in the room. What do you mean? Do y'all live in this house? I'm like, what do you mean? She
They
had
had
the
eviction
door.
notices on the door.
3 eviction notices on the door. That's why we opened all the doors and was looking through this shit. Oh, we was only in there for like 10 minutes just to look at the house and went to the bathroom and got locked inside the house.
Insane.
Call the cops.
Call the cops. Child, bless us. They help us get our refund.
Fuck that refund. They need to investigate that house. Like,
yeah, honestly, because this is really like a kidnapping situation.
Because why is it locked from the outside, bro?
It's really like some Jeffrey Epstein stuff. Like the windows are blacked out, like the pictures in the Epstein files and everything. It was weird.
I'm like, okay, maybe we can open the window. Maybe we can get out the window. Open the window fucking blacked out.
It was blacked out, like locked. It was weird.
Could not get out. Like, what are y'all talking about? The cop. I'm on the phone with the dispatcher trying to get the cops over there and everything. And while she on the phone with the people, oh no. We can. What they say? We can get our tenant. We gonna get
like when our old tenants though, cause we know him. He stayed with us a long time. And
I'm like, okay, you got a tenant. I did hear somebody I was like, okay, they on the other side of the door because I hear somebody walking around there. They're like, no, nobody's in the house, but he's gonna come from the other side of the door and let y'all out through the bathroom. Let us out through the bathroom.
Now Airbnb support calling us back.
I was on with my mother.
Did you look at the Airbnb? Because why does it say we canceled it?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not.
And I just saw a TikTok that people at Airbnbs and no, I'm not even kidding. They cancel Airbnbs and recharge you and make you pay more.
Stop. Stop lying.
I'm not.
I'm gonna cry. You're kidding. I just checked it's still here. You know what else is gonna be canceled along with the house?
What?
Your life insurance policy, so then I can kill you after.
Okay, bye. You know how Scott gave me the Airbnb?
Yes.
I went and looked in. Tell me why it says canceled.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. And I go.
No, it doesn't, Carter.
Yes, it does. I just called Scott. My credit card got refunded, and the Airbnb got canceled. So now we're going to Coachella tomorrow without an Airbnb. Yep.
What?
The Airbnb got canceled. I'm just gonna say it.
Honestly, I feel like it'll be good for the girls to get humble.
This is your reminder to not wait until the last week of Coachella to get an Airbnb. What do we got here? We got a trailer, 4 nights. What do we think? Couple hundo, $12K. $12K to stay at the Imagine. Now, fucking imagine paying that much for a trailer. Is Hank Hill gonna be filling up my propane? Holy. Hey, everybody relax. We got a pool. We can take a dip for $219K. Bitch, that's a fucking Lamborghini. That's more than Bieber's getting paid. Bargain alert, 4 nights, campsite, $360, tent not included. You mean grass? You mean I could be homeless for $360? I could lose money to be homeless? I just know this one's gonna piss me off. Yup, there it is, $230K. You could buy the city of Coachella, all of Indio for that price. See, I think I'm going back to the tent option because, listen, tent's not included, but these guys are. Fellas, I'll see you at the Dulac.
Well, the family that booked my rental, my Airbnb at the beach, they're not a family. And that's okay. That's all right. But I checked the door locks this morning, and they were in and out of the property from midnight till 5 a.m. Good for you. Sounds like you had a good time. I'm all about it, but we only rent to families. I'm not gonna kick them out or call them or message them or anything like that. So be it. They had to lie to get my place. My place is really nice, right by the beach. So be it. They didn't distract any of my neighbors, or my neighbors would have contacted me already, because there's some older people that spend the whole summer there and they love nothing more than to complain, send letters, send me notices, all that kind of stuff. So now that I know that they're in and out of the property till 5 a.m., that means they probably like to party, which means they're probably going to really enjoy this free late checkout that I'm going to offer them, because when I offer it to them, they're going to really appreciate it. So you have to kind of know your guest. All right. So if I see a family that comes in there and we see on the cameras that they have, 2 small kids, and maybe the kids have them up and out on the deck in the mornings and things like that, I might send them a $25 Starbucks gift card. Or I may, if I know that now these people are partying all night, I'm gonna offer them a free 2-hour late checkout, because I want that 5-star review. I want them to have a great time at their stay, even though they lied to me. Not the end of the world, but they did lie to me. But now I'm gonna use that lie to help me get another 5-star review. Just another little tip. Not only do I help people buy houses by being a lender, I'm not a realtor, can never say that word right. But I'm a lender. I'm also an Airbnb Superhost, and I'd love to help you get to the next level in your life financially.
Guys,
I'm like actually about to start crying right now. Like I'm actually freaking out. Like the tears are about to come. I just got notified that my Airbnb is canceled. I got this notification like 30 minutes ago and I don't know what to do. Like all of my friends have places to stay. They can't fit like another person. Like the prices right now are insane. I just checked and I cannot afford to responsibly afford an entire Airbnb or hotel by myself. I am not camping like by myself and I don't know what to do. Like this is like the worst thing that could ever happen to me at this very moment.
My worst nightmare as an Airbnb host has come true. I went to bed last night and I got a notification from my phone. It says, your Airbnb, my cabin in the Smoky Mountains, the temperature in the house has gone below 65 degrees. Now it was 11 p.m. I looked at the Ring cameras and our guests had gone out into town. It was also their first night checking in and they're staying over Christmas. So I was like, okay, maybe they were just bringing in their luggage. I didn't look into it a lot, but when you leave the door open, bringing in luggage, cold air can get in. I was really tired and not feel like waiting to see if like it would keep going up after that, because I made sure then the heat was on 70 just to see if the temperature would climb. So I literally prayed. I go to bed. I wake up at 5:46 a.m. because my cat was pawing on the door to get out of our bedroom. And then I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta check on our Airbnb guests. Tell me why I open up the app to our Wi-Fi thermostat and our home is at 58 degrees. And our guests have no idea. Either A, they're likely freezing in their beds, or they're likely B, like all of you on the internet who love sleeping in the cold. No matter what in this situation, I have to do something about it because obviously my furnace isn't working. So immediately I text my maintenance company, a Happy Host. They responded to me right away. They're like, do you need us out there? And I said, yes, as soon as possible. And they're like, can you make sure the guests know we're coming? And I was like, I can make sure, but in this case, it's like, I texted, our guests too on iPhone as well as the app. And I was like, hey, we might have someone coming over. Worst case scenario, they're going to have someone knocking on their door very early in the morning. But at this point, it's like the trade-off for me. Furnace, that's a $10,000 fix if our furnace is broken. So instead of speaking that into life, I'm just going to pray that it's just a little fix. But this literally happens every Christmas without a hitch, whether it's big weather in the Smoky Mountains where my power goes out and I've given refunds, our most expensive nights of the year. Or it's our furnace going out and it doesn't matter a few $100s a night when you might be dropping $10,000. So is it even possible that the furnace is not broken and it's just not kicking on heat? I don't know. A woman can only dream, right?
Are we seeing the downfall of Airbnb? I sure hope so. And I saw this girl come on here and ask that question. And she was talking about how she owns a cabin. And I want to say it's the Smoky Mountains. And how it used to stay booked like 85 to 95% of the time. And now it's barely getting any reservations. And she came on here and she was genuinely asking people like, why aren't you booking Airbnbs anymore? And I was like, oh, I think I can answer that because I've talked about this before on my page, and I used to love booking an Airbnb, right? Like late 2010s, early 2020s, my college era. It was so easy. You and a couple of friends could split a whole house. It was cheap. It was super, super fun. And the expectations were really simple. It was like, take out the trash, don't leave it disgusting. Fair enough. But it's just not like that anymore, is it? Now Airbnbs are the same price as hotels, if not more. And with a hotel, you're getting actual service. Like you don't have to clean, you don't have to strip the beds and start the laundry, take out the trash and load the dishwasher, and take a picture of the thermostat before you leave. Like there's a whole checklist. I don't clean that much at my own house. Like be so serious. Why am I paying a cleaning fee and then also being told I need to clean? And I don't care what anybody says. I love hotel amenities. I do. I want the fresh towels, like I want the toiletries, like especially on a beach trip when you're washing your hair every single day. I'm not trying to use my $50 shampoo every single day. Give me the little hotel bottles. Let a girl live. And on top of that, is it just me or do Airbnbs just feel riskier now? They do. Like you're constantly hearing stories about hidden cameras, weird hosts showing up unannounced. Like from a woman's perspective, it just doesn't feel as safe as it used to. And as a matter of fact, don't even get me started on the hosts. A couple years back, I literally booked an Airbnb for a music festival. Like it had to be at least 6 months in advance because I knew it was going to be hard to find something as it got like closer to the festival. And then a week or two before, the host messages me saying like they didn't realize there was a music festival and they could have charged more. And they asked me to cancel. But don't worry, they told me I could rebook at a higher price. Excuse me. And when I said no, suddenly there were unforeseen renovations and my reservation got canceled. Okay. Okay, we all know what that was, right? And then like just zooming out even more for a broader perspective, a lot of people are just over what Airbnb has done to the housing market. Like all of these homes bought up just to be short-term rentals. They're sitting empty half the time while actual families can't afford to buy a house. Like, yeah, I think people are really fucking over it. And I saw someone comment something that honestly sums up like the whole situation perfectly. Hotels understand that they are providing you a service, like, and they treat you like you are a guest. Airbnbs act like they are doing you a favor. And that's just not how I want to feel on my vacations. Airbnbs were truly, genuinely just ruined by hosts.
Come with me to see how Airbnb guests left the place after a 2-night stay. Let's see. All right, so they used the blanket, which is here, and they must have also used the pizza blanket, which I'll find in a second. They didn't want the chocolates, which that happens sometimes. Okay, so overall, looks good here. Can't really complain. Let's check the kitchen. Okay, so not too bad, not too bad. Looks like they didn't use the coffee. Oh, they did. Okay, they opened it. All right. And then let's check the trash. They didn't take the trash out, which I don't require the guests to, because I just use it when I'm cleaning. All the waters are gone. They were thirsty. Okay. Some toilet paper still here. Let's check the dishwasher. No dishes. Let's check the oven, because one time I don't really think about checking the oven for some reason. I don't know why. But I remember one of the first guests, I just ended up opening the oven just because to see if they used it. It was a mess. There was literally chicken wings hanging out in the oven. I was like, maybe I should start checking the oven each time the guests leave. Okay. Left some trash in the trash can. And hopefully they didn't leave any items in the closet. Okay, all good. I'm always scared to check the bathroom. Dun, dun. They left some soap. Okay. I have a question for you. I literally leave 2 rolls of toilet paper in here for a 2-night stay, and which I personally think is more than enough. Toilet paper is always gone. 2 full rolls of toilet paper, 2-night stay, 2 people. Let me know what you think about that. All right, looks good. Let's go to the next one. Oh, let's stop here. Looks like they used some of the towels. Let's go in here. My favorite room. All good. All right, first look, what do we think? Definitely could be more tidy. Here's a pizza blanket. I didn't check the nightstands in the other room, but definitely gonna do that. Let's see if they left anything here. Nothing. Pillows on the floor. Okay. Trash in the trash can. Yeah, man. Probably gonna have to get someone to do the bathrooms. I ain't doing this, bruh. All right, how are we rating these guests? Do have a washer and dryer, and usually is not used for the short stays. Okay, so here's the game plan. I'm going to clean everywhere except the bathrooms, and then get someone to clean the bathrooms. I'll do the laundry, and then we'll see how far I get today. I'm just not in the cleaning mood. I'm really not. I still have to finish up work. Not doing those bathrooms. Okay, what are we rating the guests? I'm usually nervous to leave a review first because I feel like that's going to remind them to leave me a review because they'll want to see their review. And then I'm like, well, what if they didn't really like the place and they get a 4-star review? So I might just wait to leave them a review and then maybe they'll forget about it. Literally with my fiance, I tell him like, leave the guest a review so they can leave you a review. For the last guest that stayed at his place, he left them a review pretty much right after they left. And then yesterday they left a review, 4 stars. That's literally my worst fear. Right now, all 5 stars. They said everything was good. Literally, the main thing they complained about was the doors were hard to get open with a smart lock sometimes, which that has happened to me with my guests. They're either putting the code in wrong, forget something, or they're not waiting long enough, whatever it is. So that happened twice to me with my guests. I ended up just giving them a small partial refund of like $20 saying, hey, sorry that it was hard for you to get in. This is how to use a smart lock, which probably I didn't need to do that, but I was a new host and I was like, I want my 5 stars, and I got 5 stars, but I probably would have still gotten 5 stars even if I didn't give them the partial refund. This is a PSA. If you're going to Coachella and you have an Airbnb booked, go into your app and check that it's still reserved. Me and my friends were going to Coachella in a few weeks. We had a house booked for the 8 of us, and over the weekend, it was canceled on Friday night. 0 notification from Airbnb from the host. The only way that we were able to find out is because one of our friends was in the Airbnb app for another reservation of theirs, and they happened to see that it was canceled. We're getting totally screwed over for like the host was able to cancel it and relist it for 50% more, which is technically against Airbnb terms, but somehow they were able to like declare it as a clerical error and get all of this waived, I suppose. Like we reached out to Airbnb, we reached out to the host, and both times the only thing they were able to offer us is an apology. The host offered us 5% discount on another property of theirs, but they literally bumped the price more than 50%. On top of that, it's not like the price was like a steal when we booked it. I don't know. I'm so frustrated. This is a terrible way to start my Monday morning. I don't know.
So everybody again wants to do Airbnb. This is kind of a situation you run into. Individual who doesn't care, started doing a drug party. Those are NOS. Standing around, ask them to leave, still haven't left, doesn't want to leave, and you basically have to threaten them, unfortunately.
Yes, and we're like, sorry, she was down there. Yeah, she was down there. I think she said sorry. Or she said close the door. Yeah. And I didn't hear what she said because I went to close that. There was no lights. There was dark down there. She went upstairs. Here's a story time to the Airbnb video.
So we were staying at an Airbnb and we found a trap door underneath a rug at the bottom of the stairs. And I wanted to like open it to see what was down there. So then I got my phone because I wanted to get a video of me going down there to like see what was down there because it was actually creepy. And then that's when like the girl just like said hello. You can hear that in the video. She said shut the door. My mom was actually the one that was saying sorry. It was just like a panic. We like ran away and we were laughing. We ended up calling the cops because we didn't know what else to do. They ended up coming and we ended up getting a refund, but we don't know who was down there. And I can post the whole video. It's like an hour or a minute something long if you guys want to like see the rest of the video.
And I couldn't be no motherfucking Airbnb owner. 2 p.m. roll around, I get a booking. The name say Samantha. Okay, cool. Bitch, Samantha, long as you know my motherfucking rules. No motherfucking smoking in this bitch and no motherfucking parties in this bitch cause I don't fuck with 12 straight like that, dead homies. Okay, cool. The bitch tell me she agree. 5 p.m. roll around. I don't get no motherfucking phone calls. She checked in and everything going smooth. 8 p.m. roll around. I get a call from Mr. John, next door neighbor. Hey, sir, can you move the car that's in my driveway? Car? Let me call this bitch Samantha. Hold on. Bring, bring. Call Samantha. Hello, do you have a car parked in Mr. John's driveway? Oh, that's just my boyfriend. Let me tell him to move the car. Da 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 da. Okay, cool. Say no more. I shouldn't have no problems out of y'all for the rest of the night. Hang up. Dead homies, get another call from Mr. John, 10 p.m. Hey man, can you turn on the music? And why is there so many cars in front of my driveway? Alright, Mr. John, I'm on the way. I apologize. I hang up because I already told this bitch to move that fucking car. So now I'm just thinking they fucking loud music, bitch. I pull up, boom, bail out the motherfucking SRT. Nigga, I'm looking at all these motherfucking cars and shit outside my motherfucking house blocking Mr. John driveway and shit. Bitch, I walk to the front door, knock on that motherfucker. Matter of fact, bitch, it's my house. I'm walking in that motherfucker. It's so many motherfucking hoes and niggas in this bitch, smoking everywhere, drinking everywhere, cups all on my motherfucking floor. Niggas standing on my motherfucking $1,000 motherfucking couch. Oh, you got me fucked up, dead homies. I walk straight to the motherfucking kitchen, past everybody in that bitch, grab that speaker and bam that motherfucker on the floor. I put my foot on my motherfucking counter and jump up that bitch. Hey! Where the fuck Samantha at, bitch? I yell that shit at the top of my motherfucking lungs. Everybody looking at me like I just did some crazy shit. I say, and why the fuck y'all at it? Get the fuck out my shit! Samantha finally come out the motherfucking other room to the kitchen trying to see what the fuck going on. I'm looking at her motherfucking face. Hey, bitch, don't you ever disrespect my motherfucking pimp around this hoe. Did I tell you to abide by my motherfucking rules, hoe? She got an alcohol bottle sitting on the motherfucking counter. I pick that bitch up and crack that bitch in the head. All that bullshitting, bitch. Everybody else was already on the way out the door. They just hear, oh my God. Then I pull out that motherfucking Glock and just get the blowing that bitch in the ear. That was the worst party them niggas ever attended. Bet they won't never come back to my motherfucking B&B. I don't play that shit.
My newest travel goal is that whenever I go somewhere, I want to find a really cool Airbnb. I am in the middle of nowhere in Texas, and girl, tonight I'm staying in a giant acorn. You may be thinking, Charisma, why a giant acorn? I can't have a squirrel feeling? It's time for a tour, but before that, I am someone who goes to the bathroom like 4 times a night. There is no bathroom in the acorn. Instead, I will have to travel outside the acorn, down these steps, and down this path to the restroom. I just may have to hold it. Here's the bathroom. It's very nice. It's air conditioned, shower, toilet, AC, some towels. Let's head to the acorn. Did I mention that this property is on 13 acres of land? It took 7 minutes to drive up on a bumpy gravel road. At the top of the stairs is a view of the creek. And then I have my best friend, Tyler. Girl, you thought I was finna stay in the middle of Texas alone? Tyler's now recording me. We have a lovely grill if we want to use it. We don't know how. Nice seating. And then we have a nice outdoor dining table. Let's head in. Welcome to the acorn.
Go ahead and lock that door.
True. We go over into the acorn. It is round. A dining table here. Very cute circular window. Very plush seating area. Very comfy seating area. Another circular window. A kitchenette that we won't be using. The hosts of this Airbnb are super cute. They left a Polaroid and they have a guest book of all of their guests. Do I see any black people? Wait, I do see this lovely brave couple. You may be thinking, both of y'all are sleeping on this circular couch? No, come upstairs. Up the stairs, you have the bed. This is about all the room you have. So there's only an option for laying down. Very cozy, very cute, and very warm. And that's the acorn. Taking our Polaroid for the guest book. Cute. Right below the acorn, you have a nice seating space, a hanging sofa, hanging chairs. They also have a fire pit and lots of land. Let's hope we make it through the night.
Alright, y'all have seen that whole compilation go down. It's a lot to take in, honestly, and I'm not gonna lie, like, this day's Airbnb is actually, you know, it's slowly people are drifting away from it. I'm not even gonna lie. Me personally, I used to love Airbnb. I remember when Airbnb came first, and there's this house we actually like booked for my birthday for the first time as an Airbnb. It was the best. The host was the best host ever. Like, literally, he was the best host. His house was the best house we've ever been. Like, I'm talking about like a party house. And the best thing about this guy, like, I was thinking I was paying bread that day. Like, this was the type of host I remember. I think he almost cut my whole price for that Airbnb in half. He literally, like, I think he was in the middle of the night where people were singing me happy birthday, and he came and he was like, you know what, yeah, for your birthday present, like, and this is the host. He came in and he was like, for your birthday, I think I'm just gonna cut the money in half and you guys can enjoy. You guys seem like some good people. Baby, we had a time that night, okay? I was like, what? Oh, word. I know I was keeping some extra bread, baby. We was turning up. Where's the other bottle? Where more stuff? What we need? You know what I'm saying? It was like a time, like, but he was a good host, a great host. I really enjoyed that Airbnb. But these days, with the criminal activity and this weird stuff going on, people having cameras in different spots trying to just, you know, look at you and stuff, look what's going on in the house, and just having secret cameras, secret doors, others living inside the Airbnbs, baby. I know I'm not. It is not my speed no more. I just I don't trust it. Even in other countries, yeah, we have seen Airbnb, like in some of my vacation videos here, like the vacation trips from hell, some of those countries where people will go out of the country and go to the Airbnbs, and then they find out that people have been living under, or once they go for excursions, they come back, they find everything been stolen. So how would they know? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're watching you, or they timing you, or you know what I'm saying? It's a lot to be going on with Airbnb. I don't even. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you came all the way to the end. If you came, I really appreciate that. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video up, share it up, and leave your thoughts down in the comment section. Y'all know I love to read the comments. The comments be tea, honey. Okay, let me know your situation, your case. If you've had an experience about, like, with the Airbnb that went crazy, let me know down in the comment section, honey. Let's kiki about it, or let's hold your hand and empathize with you, child. We don't know which way we'll go. Anyway, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so that every time I drop, you guys just don't miss it. We get into the tea immediately, and that's how we get on, you know, we get on board. Okay, so with that being said, y'all, make sure you watch the rest of the videos. I've put a whole playlist together. We have a roommates shenanigans. We have a lot of different playlists that's been going on, that have been dropping. Make sure you go catch up. We also did a 4 day in Atlanta. A lot of people love that video. Make sure you go watch it. If you didn't watch it, go catch up on the most recent videos on my channel. I really appreciate you guys. We have so many people who be binge watching my videos, and I really appreciate you guys. Like, trust and believe. I really appreciate that. With that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and stay blessed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.